group I you know All right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining the webinar. Please, if you can hear me loud and clear, drop a comment in the reaction section. Just raise a finger in the reaction section. Okay, I can see persons are reacting now. Okay, that's good. Please, those on the group, kindly assist anyone who is having difficulties connecting. You have to enable to be able to hear the vocal. Okay, You're all welcome to the first ever webinar on data analysis. This evening, I'm going to be demonstrating the power of data analysis using a Microsoft Excel first, and then we can look at SPSS subsequently. Please, I need more reactions. If you can read me, kindly indicate. Please do well to also invite others to join the webinar. In just a few minutes, we'll kick off with the main events. All right, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for joining. Please, while we wait for others to connect, please, those who can't hear, click on join with audio. You have to join with audio to be able to read me loud and clear. You have to join with your audio. You have to enable your device to accept audio. Okay, I still need more reactions on the chat. Let me know how many persons are ready for the webinar tonight. Please, I need more reactions from the chats. I see a lot of persons are connecting and others are still trying to connect. Okay. Okay. Let's give some others who are still trying to connect the benefits. Please, you have to mute yourself. Please, you have to mute yourself so that everyone can be able to hear me loud and clear during the session. Please, everyone, you have to mute yourself. Okay, please, I need more reactions in the reaction section. If you can read me loud and clear, please drop an emoji, a thumbs up, or any emoji of your choice. Please drop an emoji. All right, I see 35 participants already hooked up. Please let others keep joining. At exactly 15 minutes after 8, we are going to kick off this section. Please, those on the group chats, kindly share the group link to those who wish to join. so that everyone can be able to connect. The link is available on the group. I believe everyone can read me loud and clear. Please, if you can read me loud and clear, comment loud and clear in the comment section. Let me know how many persons can read me loud and clear. Okay, please. Let me know how many persons can read me loud and clear. I see more persons are still trying to join. Thank you all for coming. So in 5 minutes, we are going to kick off this section. Stay tuned. Please keep reacting on the comment section, loud and clear. Let me know you can read me very loud and clear. Okay, let me know how many persons can see the shared screen. Can we see the shared screen? Please react if you can see the shared screen. There's a shared screen with the flyer on the background. Can we see this shared screen, please? Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, remember to mute yourself so that everyone can be able to read me loud and clear. We are kickstarting exactly in 3 minutes. That's 15 minutes past 8 p.m. Please assist anyone who is having some form of challenges trying to connect to the live webinar this evening. I can hear someone. Please, can the person mute his or herself, please? Thank you. Okay, if you are ready, comment ready on this comment section. Drop ready. If you're ready for this class this evening, comment ready. Good. I see that. Okay. I see that. Please also remember to share the webinar link so that more persons can connect. We are starting in exactly 2 minutes. Okay, we are now 1 minute away to official kickoff of this section. Remember that each section is going to last for approximately 40 minutes. And at the end of each section, a new link will be shared for you to rejoin to continue with the class this evening. So this is the first section. All right, it is time. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining this wonderful webinar this evening. As a form of introduction, my name is Mr. Kingdom Muju. I'm sure you've already seen that displayed on the screen. And I am a data scientist and also the CEO, if we put it that way, of KD Concepts Researchers. So at KD Concepts, we offer research consultancy to students and scholars in various tertiary institutions. And we have more to also offer, especially when it comes to tutorials on how to use softwares. And this class this evening is going to be demonstrated using Microsoft Excel. We're going to be looking at a general form of introduction to data analysis. And we're going to be using Excel as our software for tonight. In subsequent classes, we'll look at SPSS. Every software has its own advantage. And of course, as we already know, Microsoft Excel is a very powerful tool for data analysis. And it is in high demand all over the world currently because every firm, every institution stores data. And having this data is not enough. Someone will have to make meaning to it. And that person is a data analyst. So quickly, this is going to be the course outline for tonight. We'll be looking at what exactly is data analysis. And then we'll look at Excel basics for data analysis. We'll look at managing and preparing data, exploring data with descriptive statistics, visualization, and then we may look at introduction to analysis using SPSS. Please, if you are still with me, say write on the comment section, let me know. Yes, this webinar is being recorded and the video will be made available for participants at the end of the video on a YouTube channel dedicated to KD Concepts. All right, let's go on. Okay. So as a form of introduction, what exactly is data analysis? Now, if you can see on the screen, what is data analysis? Now, data analysis is the process of inspecting, cleaning, transforming, and interpreting data to discover meaningful pattern, draw conclusion, and support decision-making. It also involves applying various statistical, mathematical, and computational techniques to uncover insights and extract information from a given data. And this is from Mitra 2019. This is from Mitra 2019. Okay. So basically, that is what it is. The process of inspecting data, cleaning data, and of course, drawing conclusion based on that data is called data analysis. And then the various softwares that can be used are statistical, just like Microsoft Excel is a statistical and of course, also a mathematical tool. That is what we use to demonstrate the course for tonight. So, okay, we look at some key importance and application of data analysis. Now, virtually every field of endeavor uses data, and therefore data analysis is not limited to any field in particular. Now, it is very important in business intelligence and decision making. Businesses like to keep good records of their sales, and of course, so they can be able to know your income and expenditure and all that with respect to your business, and know the frequency of your sales, There are some businesses that make more sale over the weekend and some over the weekday. So having a good understanding of your data in an analyzed form will help business owners to have a good decision-making ability with respect to their business. Okay, it also improves improving operational efficiency, of course. If you can be able to understand how a given operation is being done, of course, it's going to improve efficiency in that work. Then we also have risk assessment and fraud detection. Of course, if an organization keep proper data in a database, they'll be able to detect if someone is trying to do some fraudulent activities. For instance, a bank should be able to detect if someone is trying to do something that is fraudulent because they have clear record of their data. Of course, data analysis cuts into healthcare and medical research. COVID-19 is a very good example. During the pandemic, you agree that the NCDC and of course the CDC in the United States, all they were doing was reporting data of confirmed cases and all that from different countries of the world. Now, it took a very good understanding of data analysis to be able to compute such data. And of course, you could see them present it in frequency tables, in line graphs, and all that. Then, of course, in education, which is my field of expertise, in education, data analysis plays a very important role because in scientific research, you need to sometimes analyze your data to be able to draw conclusion and support your claim, and of course, obtain your aim and objective of study. So it is very important to have good understanding if you're in the educational sector. The government also makes use of data analysts because we have the Bureau of Statistics, where they keep all statistical records. If you check the Central Bank of Nigeria website, you observe that there is a section for statistics where you see things like GDP, all shares index, poverty rates, unemployment rates, and all those data for the general public to consume. Now, I took a very good understanding of data analysis, and with such data, it helps governments to make policies for the next year and beyond. So also predictive analysis and forecasting. This is a very good area where data analysis plays a very vital role. Now, if you tune to your television tomorrow morning, you're going to be getting a weather analyst coming to give forecasts of the current day. Sometimes they may even predict 5 days ahead. Now, it took a good understanding of data analysis to be able to do predictive analysis. We in statistics, we always have time series data, and when we have time series data, data analysis is what we use to be able to draw conclusion based on hypothesis. Of course, in social science and policy making, everybody is familiar with a questionnaire. Now, with a questionnaire, those in social science can be able to draw information from the general public on a given opinion, to get the opinion of people. Now, when these questionnaires are answered, someone will need to analyze them to be able to make meaning to it. So these are many more places, areas where data analysis plays a very important role. Now we'll look at the software which we're going to be using today, Excel basics for data analysis. Now, please, if you're using your system, please do well to launch your Microsoft Excel, because very shortly we'll be going to the software to make some demonstration. So basically, what is Microsoft Excel? It is simply a spreadsheet package which is embedded in the Microsoft Office suite. Microsoft Office comprises of course, your Microsoft Word for typing, PowerPoint for presentation, like the presentation you're looking at now is prepared using Microsoft PowerPoint. But for spreadsheets and data analysis, Microsoft Office added this powerful tool called Excel, and that is what you're going to be using. So we'll be looking at navigating worksheet and workbook, the difference between worksheet and workbook, entering and formatting data, working with formula and function. So I'm going to switch now to Excel. Okay, please, if you can see the Excel screen, please comment right on the comment section, please. If you can see the Excel screen now, comment right on the comment section. Okay, I believe everyone can see the screen. All right, this is the Microsoft Excel work environment. It is called a workbook. Yes, a file from Excel is called a workbook. So this is a typical example of Microsoft Excel workbook. I am using version 2016 to model this. So whichever version you're using, you should be able to see something like this. Now in Microsoft Excel, we have columns that are labeled with alphabets. It goes from A to Z and even continues up to A, B, A, C, and so on. Then on the rows, we have it numbered, and these numbers run into thousands. I don't know how many, but it is very large. So this is what the work environment looks like. For those of us who are very new to Microsoft Excel, who may probably be wondering what we can do here. Now, Microsoft Excel is simply used to enter column data. Column data, yes. When you have what we call a spreadsheet, where your data is in categories of row and column, you could just use Microsoft Excel first as a table preparation software just to prepare your spreadsheets. For instance, if I click in any of these rectangular boxes, you notice that there is a green bar highlighting it. Now, what I just selected is called a cell. That is C-E-L-L. It's called a cell. So each cell in Excel has, that looks like a tongue twister there. Each cell in a cell has what we call a cell reference or cell address. Now, observe, once I click on the box now, it is displayed F on the column, and on the row, you have 7. So the cell address of this is F7. The cell address of this particular box here, F7. Now, for any other box you navigate to, the cell address will change. So this one now is D9. So whenever I want to call back that cell, I don't need to click on it. All I need to do is to call back the cell address, or what's called the cell reference. And you can perform any form of calculation on that particular cell. So quickly, let's do some calculation. Excel can be used as a calculator. For instance, I want to add numbers, let's say 2 plus 2. Every form of calculation must start with a equality sign. So you have to enter your equal to, then I can just say 2 plus 2. Then to execute, you press enter. You can see that it displayed 4, which is very correct. In the same way, we can also do multiplication. Basic arithmetic operation can be, let's say 5 equal to 5 minus 2. And the answer is 3. So one can do simple calculations using Microsoft Excel. Now, let's say we have a range of values. Let's say we have some values. Let's say values. Mute yourself, please. Okay, so have values. Let's say we have some values here like 2, 3. I'm just pressing my enter to navigate to the next cell on the same column. Let me say 5, 7, 9, 3, 7. Now, let's say we have this set of numbers and we want to get the sum of these numbers. Very simple. Let me see this list. I'm going to get the total of the numbers. So how do you do that? It's a very simple command. Remember that every command must start with equality sign. So equal to, The command for addition when you're adding up in Excel is sum. So I'll put the function sum followed by a bracket. Now, after calling a function, you have to open a bracket. And then now, there are two ways that you can sum up numbers. Let me say I want to sum up F4 and F5. So I can just say sum F4. Did you notice that immediately I typed F4, the F4 cell is now highlighted. So F4 plus F5. Then I'm going to close the parentheses and enter. And that is very correct because 2 plus 4 is 6. Now that is used when you're summing up just two things. Let me delete that. What about when we have more than two items and we wish to sum them all together? So the simple function to be used there is also sum, open a bracket. Now I'm going to sum from F4, then I'll add my column. Use column to add, when the items you're adding up with more than two, use your column. So I'm going to sum from F4 to F10. Now observe that the entire data range has been highlighted. I can now close it and then press enter. That is very correct. The sum of those numbers is 36. Someone with calculator can try to verify it. The sum of numbers is 36. Okay. Some persons who may find it difficult trying to enter cell address, there's also a third way to sum numbers. I'm just going to say equal to sum, open my bracket. Now I'm going to highlight the entire data range. Please mute yourself, please. Mute yourself. So I'm going to highlight the entire data range. Once you highlight that, the reference will still appear in your function. The sum is 236. That is correct. Please, if you're following, comment right down. Please, everyone, try to mute yourself. I cannot go back to the Zoom app now. Please, mute yourself, please. Thank you. Please, who is still active there? Who is still active? Please make sure you mute yourself. Please, everyone, mute yourself. Thank you. All right, let us continue. That is basically how to do addition. Also, if you want to do maybe difference, like you want to do difference, it's just simple. Say equal to, let me say, F6 minus F2. Enter. See that the difference between that is 3, which is very correct. So that is how you do your subtraction. Then also for division, let me say I want to divide this sum by 5. I'm just going to say equal to, then the sum, division. Division is like your forward slash by 5. And that's 7.2, exactly 7.2. Okay, so these are some of the basic things that anybody can do, excuse me, in Microsoft Excel. We have a series of course planned for tonight. To model the power of Excel tonight, I'm going to be trying to compute sales record for a particular item. Let me show us what it looks like. Let me show you what it looks like. Yes, we're going to be demonstrating something that looks like this. This is sales record for an item over a period of 1 month. Now from here, we'll be working with percentage, additions, mean, average, how to sort, how to filter, and so on. So that is it with Excel workspace and navigating. Okay, importing data into Excel. Most Excel files are imported, of course, from a manuscript or .csv file. But once you can open the file in Excel, you're ready to go. If the data is something you have to enter from a manuscript, then, excuse me, Okay, this is what we're going to be demonstrating tonight. We have a sales record here for a particular item in a company. Now, the first column here will have dates, and these dates are all in April. That is last month, as you can see, from April 1st to April 30. Now, this dates column was not manually done. Most things in Excel are done automatically. So I'm going to demonstrate how to enter a series of data directly. Excuse me, please. Let the hotspot come closer. The system is okay. The mobile phone should come closer. All right, sorry about that. I'm trying to get my network stable. Okay, to demonstrate this, I'm going to try to enter each of those columns. Now, for the date column, this is just simply what should be done there. Let me see the formats. 4/1/2023. So I'm just simply going to type, I've already entered the title of each of these columns, dates, units sold, sales price. You can adjust your cells by clicking exactly on the grid line. You can adjust the size of the cell to be able to see it very well. Okay, now for the dates, let me confirm the format. 4/1/2023. So I'm just going to type 4/1/2023. And now press enter. Now Excel by default, we recognize this as a date. So all I'm going to do now is, okay, before date, let me enter the first column called serial number. Okay, now for serial number, I want to enter sales report for 30 days. So the serial number is going to run from number 1 to number 30. So I'll enter my 1. You can manually do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. However, when the data becomes very large, it is best for you to do it computationally. Now, to do your serial number computationally, I'm going to demonstrate 2 ways. Now, the first way is I'm going to come to the second place here and say equal to. Then I'll click on this first cell, which is C3, and I'll say +1 and enter. Excel will automatically add 1 to that number and give me 2. Now, if I want to reflect it on other columns, I'll just have to come to these small dots on the right corner of the triangle. If you click there, it changes to a cross. I can click there and drag it down as many as I want. Okay. I want it up to 30. Okay, it has passed. I will click it backward. Good. I just want it up to 30. Now, this is how to generate a serial number in Excel. Let me demonstrate that again. You click on the second cell and say equal to. Then I want to call this first cell where I have that number 1, which is C3. I can just click on the C3 +1, enter. Okay, that is it. Now, also, the second way to apply serial number is if you enter numbers in a sequence, let me say 1, 2, 3. Except if you highlight this and then filter it down from here, Excel will understand that